Baby.
The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Café. This is the United Podcast Network.
If you're planning on buying or selling a home, the real estate crew's got news for you at the Real Estate House Party.
With attorney Rick Carter,
Real Estate House Party.
paralegal Kathy Holtshouser,
Real Estate House Party. Come in, have fun.
and comedian Tony V. Now, here's real estate attorney Rick Carter.
Were you bowing down to me?
Yes, I was. Yes, I was.
Wow.
Welcome and thanks for joining us for the Real Estate House Party. And the fourth member of, is he a co-host at this point?
Looks that way.
I think, what do you think?
But I think he quit. He said today's his last day.
He's the mature one of the four of us, too. Look at him. He's playing
All
his
right.
flutophone.
Constipated elephant. he's like the fifth Beatle.
It's the last time, Artie. The last time.
This is it.
Brian,
That's right.
Brian Epstein.
What'd you say? Constipated what?
Elephant.
A constipated elephant.
No, he actually went. He went.
Whoa. Okay.
Thanks for joining us here, Artie, Januario. So this might be the last one for a little while, huh?
I don't know. I
You know?
think so.
All right.
My wife doesn't like me to do this.
Want me to open that for you?
No. I like it closed. Like my mind.
And we got Tony V, who's now going to do our
Thank God.
voicemails.
I think our lead-in song, our jingle,
Yeah?
I think it needs a trombone.
You think
I
that?
was just thinking that.
Well,
Really?
when we
Bagpipes.
rewrite it,
When
we're going to rewrite it.
You don't have to
because-
rewrite it, but
No, we are, because I decided after last week's show,
Yeah.
it's going to be called the X-rated Real Estate House
what?
Party.
there was nothing. Just because you have
Where's
a dirty
your
mind.
That was very
we were,
clean.
if I recall, we were
Okay,
just talking
then.
about curb appeal.
I think
Right.
one of my friends said I was turning red.
You're going to
that's
stop
on you.
reading into things. I think that's more on you.
Well, sue us.
It could just be menopause.
Oh, maybe.
If you sue us, I'm getting Ricky first. He's my attorney.
Good luck.
Oh, look at
Good luck with that.
She's willing to give him up.
But don't you think a nice trombone?
Yeah. Or bagpipes.
Our
Yeah,
bagpipes.
You know, they rewrote our intro once because me and Kathy were complaining that what was Tony V, the world-renowned
Yeah,
comedian?
it was like, listen to this with Rick Carter and Kathy
Kathy
Holtshouser
And
and the world-renowned
Tony
Tony V. And
So we kind of kidded around and said, can't we be world-renowned? So you know how they took care of it? They cut your world-renowned.
Sure.
They refused to upgrade us.
Listen,
Right.
I have been all over the world. I'm
but
not
then
gonna
we
lie to you.
quit. We quit after that. So.
I've done comedy in the Marshall Islands, in
Right.
Hawaii,
Yeah.
sure.
He has
Now-
a
now-
license.
England.
He has
Now you're
license.
showing
an
off.
international
And
license.
you just did Kowloon's on Route
I was
1.
at the Kowloon, which is like being in another country.
Oh, boy.
Exactly.
There goes
Like
that
if you-
That didn't
I'm
take
just
long.
saying, if you were roofied and you woke up in the Kowloon, you'd go, "Where am I?"
Where am I? I like a lice.
That's all right.
That's
It's good-
all I mean.
It's good that Chinese doesn't have too large of a population.
No.
So we just cut them right out of our
They're
client
nice
base.
people.
And anybody in
No, the
what-
Kowloon's it's
is it
great.
Saugus?
It's in Saugus, northbound on Route 1.
Oh, northbound.
Just don't have the same feel in the
You
north.
don't get
really
the same
don't.
one. No, it's different over there.
Jeez, and if you miss that once, you got to go around again.
It's awful.
It's
the whole
awful.
Thing. You got to go through Bob's and the whole situation.
It costs you a fortune.
Then you end up at
They got a
Walmart.
Bank of
You got to
America
deal with those
ATM right in the
people.
parking lot.
Yeah, they do. Right in the back of the parking lot, there's an ATM.
Well, that's good.
For people who are turning around.
Yeah.
So this is what we're going to talk about today in honor of Artie, because this is his staycation this week.
That's what I usually do. I
You do?
usually stay home and do things.
Yeah. So we're going to talk
I
about
have
that
to
today.
Take a week off.
Staycation.
Staycations.
I have a feeling the staycation trend is going to go the way of the little house trend.
Right.
Where everyone goes, we love little houses. And then they move into a little house. You go, what the hell was I thinking? I need more space.
Or the yurt.
You couldn't
the
live.
yurt.
You couldn't live
Yeah.
with your family in a 300 square foot house.
Listen, I can't live with my family in a 1 square mile town.
I feel
That's
the
still,
exact same
that's
way.
still too close.
If you grew up in the projects, you kind of used to it, though.
Yeah,
Just a
but
small place.
You know,
I have problems when they're all in the kitchen. We're all. It's a.
Oh,
You know.
they're always where you are.
I have trouble when they're all in the bathroom together.
Yeah.
My
I can
thing,
see that.
yeah,
so
that's
much.
right.
I have a problem when they're all just in the house.
You should have a problem with
Here's
that.
my
just
thing.
in the whole house.
Wherever I am in my house, someone else has to be standing in that exact spot.
And then they get
We
mad
have
when you want to use
2,900 square feet.
Right.
Wherever I'm standing, someone goes, "Oh, I need to get there."
Right.
Oh, I got to get to the. Are you gonna stand?
Yeah.
I go, yeah. I'm. You know, it should be like basketball. I got the lane. You can't lean into me. That's an offensive foul.
So you wouldn't do well in a staycation.
No, I
I'm
would not.
assuming. All
I mean,
right.
I mean, listen, let's just call it what it is. You don't got enough money to go anywhere. Because if you had enough money, you'd go somewhere.
Right.
Where
It's a
you could
choice.
talk
You'd
yourself.
all take 5 different trips.
Sure.
Right? Right.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
If I had unlimited resources,
Well, listen.
I would see my family 3 times a year, tops.
If you can't live with them in the house, 2,900 square
Yeah.
feet, how are we going to cohabitate in a
Cottage or
cottage or a hotel room? So
Yeah.
staycation is perfect because then you can just get in your car and just drive around aimlessly without anybody in your
Oh, I
family.
do that.
Oh, we've all done
Sometimes
that.
I just go out in my car
Yeah.
and have my office hours. I turn on the AC. I make my calls.
That's your office hours?
Yeah, because I don't
Yeah.
have everyone going, "What are you doing? Where are you?
Yeah.
Why aren't you doing this?
Yeah.
We need that."
Did you have to drive your kids around when they're younger to get them
I
to
still
sleep?
drive my kids around.
So does he.
Yeah.
Still do it.
Every day, I guess someone's got to be somewhere. Today, I'm not going to be around, and you would have thought
Right.
I lobbed a hand grenade into the house before I left. How do we poop? Where do we eat? Who is you? Well, my daughter would have to walk. She's got to go pick up her prom dress. And my daughter goes to an inordinate number of proms, by the way.
Right, she's the prom queen.
Yeah,
right?
she's like the utility infielder
Even last
of
year.
proms. Yeah.
Last year,
If
too.
like somebody cancels,
Yeah.
if there's a gay fella that needs a beard, she's there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She steps up. She went with a girlfriend one time because the
Yeah.
date crapped out on her at
She's
the
a
last
good
minute.
friend.
And she's great. But every time she does it, she needs a dress and new shoes.
Right.
Oh, she
You know,
gets
she
a
goes,
new
I
dress.
can't show up in the same. I go, I've been wearing the same clothes since 1987. Sometimes they're tight and sometimes they're loose. And no one has ever questioned it.
That's because you're Tony V. She definitely needs a prom dress.
I got to
for
go
every
pick up
prom.
my prom dress. I go, where is it? She goes, well, at the dry cleaners. The dry cleaners is 2.5 blocks from my house.
And
Could you just pick it up on your way
Could
home?
you pick it up? Hey,
Yeah, can
I
you
go,
get
"Can't-
it?"
So
you can't walk there and get it?
No.
How am I going to get
so
it
you're
home?
still driving around at this, yeah.
Still.
My daughter's in her 20s, and we're driving down 120.
Well, she's pushing 30.
To this day, she gets a little tired on our little circle where we used to drive around when she was 5. Fall asleep.
Gus, my son Gus was the worst. He wouldn't sleep at all. I mean, I would either have to walk around the Bunker Hill Monument or put him in a car, you know.
Yeah.
And the car had to be in constant
your
motion.
car?
My car.
Okay.
I'd put him in anybody's car, actually, who'd take him.
Sounds like the only one taking them was the
But
DSS.
like one time we were driving from Cape Cod to the Balsams,
yeah.
and that's the only way he would sleep. He would sleep the whole way there, you know. And I had to stop for gas finally in New Hampshire. My wife's going, "What are you doing?" I go, "Honey, the car's not going to go if we run out of gas in the middle of the woods. We need to get gas." "Don't do it. Don't you?" It's like, "You wake the Kraken." He was awful. He was awful.
How was Artie Jr. to deal with?
I had to drive him around to make him go to sleep.
Okay.
And I
Yeah.
drove him, and I was first in Bill Rucker. He was like 1.5, and I drove around up there. In these streets I don't know or anything like that. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning, and my car breaks down, and I didn't know how to get home.
Yeah.
This is before cell phones and everything.
Yeah.
So my car breaks down. I get him in the car seat in the back. Now what do? I just picked him up and walked.
Hitchhiked?
No, walked.
How far?
That was in like these back roads and stuff. I don't even know.
They make movies
I've-
about this stuff, Artie.
I went
You
past
gotta-
that place not too long ago and thought, I think this is where my car broke down. and I said, wow, there was a way easier way to get home.
Now that you have Waze.
If I just turned around.
Because I would drive and drive and drive, and it
Yeah.
was all new neighborhoods to me. I didn't know how to get anywhere.
Yeah.
So I just drove so he would fall asleep. And he
Yeah.
fell asleep, and then
Oh.
my car broke down. Because I always have
And you
beautiful
couldn't- you didn't have a
vehicles. I always
cell
have a
phone.
nice vehicle. You know?
Couldn't call your wife to pick you
I
up,
couldn't
right?
call
Yeah.
anybody.
All right, so
I
this
couldn't
might-
just leave. I thought it just, what if I just leave him in the car because he's asleep, you know?
Yeah. No, that sounds like a good idea.
You know, and then I could walk home and then tell my wife, like, where's your son? I
Anything
said,
wrong
well,
with
he's
that
sleeping.
plan?
He's sleeping. He's about
sleeping.
3 miles
He's
away.
he's
but
safe.
He's sleeping.
He's safe.
Safe
Did
in
you crack the
car.
window at
I
all,
locked-
or
yeah,
just?
the window was cracked.
Where's
right.
Artie? Oh, he's in jail. Child abandonment.
So this might be the wrong group to talk about staycations.
No,
but
go ahead, give it a shot.
Let's, all
No, you go ahead.
right, let's give it a shot.
What's that
First,
got to do with real estate?
what do you mean? What?
It has
Artie, every time you have
nothing
been
to
on,
do-
have we ever talked real estate? You're just figuring that out
We
now.
just thought we'd come up with a good subject, a fun subject.
Well, you stay at home. I guess you're in your real estate while you're having your staycation.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a leap, but
Sure, it's like golf. You're getting more, you know, the worse you do, the better off you are.
that's right.
The ultimate staycation would be retirement, I would imagine.
Yeah.
No, death
I
would
think,
be.
yeah.
Death is the ultimate
And you're
Because
staycation.
then you can sleep
Yeah,
all the
That's a
time.
permanent staycation because
Right.
you're staying in the
Sure,
ground.
right. And you don't have many square feet at all.
No.
Right.
No, you can't even move.
So we have our top 10 tips today on staycations.
Okay.
We'll see how many we
Let's-
get through.
let's go.
What do you
Hit
think?
How many we get through?
First
yeah,
of all,
but the first one, Artie's already blown
I
out
know.
of the
So
water.
let's throw
so
that out
Here's
to
what?
him because he's going to refute it. Go ahead.
the staycation is not the time to
That's
be doing
not
household
true.
chores.
That's not true
No, but
because,
that-
like Tony said, you don't have the money to go somewhere, so you have to choose between.
Which is
do I
fine.
build a patio and it's going to cost me like $3,000 for supplies? I'll do all the work, take the week off, and get a nice patio built in my backyard, or I'll take the $3,000 and take my wife on a vacation.
Right.
And we talk it over, and you say, you know
Number
what, we
two.
really need the patio.
Right.
You would be. You'd never have a
Vacation, of
patio.
course.
And I
All right.
can't imagine your wife saying, you know, I'd
You know,
rather have a patio.
I was doing.
She would.
I'm trying to do my yard, you know, get it workable for the summer.
Your beard looks awesome, by
Thank
the
you
way.
very much.
Why don't
I'm
you
very
smell
happy
it?
with
Smell it.
Oh, I
can
have.
smell
It's
my beard.
spectacular.
It's nice.
Spectacular.
And you know, Charlestown, I have a very I have postage size stamp
Yeah.
yard, but it took like 20 bags of mulch.
Really?
You know? Yeah.
You
I
gotta
got
cover
about
up the
What?
cracks.
yeah, like 20 bags. I got about 6 feet of mulch high. I mean, I got it all in
What,
there.
do you just want to jump
I
out
just
in the
jump
patio and jump
I
fly in
just
there?
want
Like,
mulch everywhere.
That's why the weeds don't grow. The more you put, the less chance the weeds come up.
The more you put, yeah. So
All
I got
right.
I got like 8 or 10 feet of mulch
all
everywhere.
right, all right.
I'm
Is
just
that like
mulched.
one of those when you go to bonkers, you just want to dive into it?
Yeah,
or?
it's like a ball pit, only scratchier.
And smellier.
Now, have you
smell
ever
it.
thought about this, doing an Airbnb with your house? You could
yes.
get some serious money for
Yes,
that.
we go back and forth with that with my wife. And
mean,
as
you
I
could
say
get-
to her, that's more work for me.
Okay.
Well, I think so too, because
Don't
then
you
you
have
have
to
to like
insure
Every
hide
day
all-
you got to clean, you got to.
Well, then you have to hide all your valuables, and you have to worry about like.
Well, no, I have like an apartment. I could use my downstairs apartment that has 2 bedrooms.
I know, but
and
you're
it's
gonna
got its
move
own
all your
kitchen.
stuff.
But
Yeah.
someone's going to pay $4 or
Big
$5
money.
grand for a
Oh,
week
I
or
know,
two.
I know. I would do long
Like
term.
4th of July week.
I would,
See
I
the
would
fireworks
do, yeah,
and
I
stuff?
would
Yeah.
do long term. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you had somewhere else to go and you took all your valuables and.
Do you have
No,
to
no,
get a
no.
special
My
permit
hu-
from the city or
Yes,
something?
Now
like
you
that?
do.
You do now,
in
yeah.
Boston, yeah.
Yeah.
But now I have 3 separate entrances, so they would have their own entrance.
I know.
There's 2
Let's
bedrooms.
talk about this after the show.
No, it's more work for me. I
All
don't.
right.
I think so
You know,
too.
then I got to
All right.
worry about the Keurig machine not working, and you know,
Right.
leave fruit out, and then I got to cook strangers for breakfast. I'm already cooking breakfast for everyone in my house, and I got to add more people.
Oh, no. No, they should just get their own.
No,
Breakfast.
no,
yeah.
like the Airbnb is
Yeah.
like rented out. You don't have to cook for them or anything.
Oh,
but
you
it-
don't? It's not like a
No,
No, it's
B&B.
not like
Rent it
it's
out.
not like a bed and breakfast type of
What-
thing.
Isn't that what the B&B is?
No, Airbnb.
That's a bed and
In
bath.
It's a bed and
Airbnb,
bath?
like if I want to go to Madrid instead of renting a hotel room,
Yeah.
I'll rent a Airbnb.
But they don't feed you? They
No,
don't give you breakfast
no.
and leave fruit
It's
in the
no,
fridge? Or?
no. It's basically like you're checking into a hotel, but you're checking into somebody's home.
No.
All right. I told you we'd talk.
All right.
All right, back to Artie's point. So you had to build a porch and deck and all that.
Yeah.
So the point of it is to do that before your staycation. So that's the difference.
What do
So
you
you don't
mean?
want to be building during your staycation.
Well, how many weeks off do you get?
Well, Kathy, you could answer that one.
Not enough. Not enough. If
So
you got,
most
if I got
people-
52 weeks, I'd be
I
happy.
get like 4 weeks vacation.
You need 4 weeks vacation.
Well, I get 4 weeks.
What does
paid
our handbook
vacation.
say, Kathy Holtshouser?
That's not nearly enough.
She's had a rough day.
Well,
She's
not even
telling-
close.
Yeah.
Usually
even
2
close.
of those weeks, I'll spend with my wife on a vacation, and the other
Yeah.
2 weeks I do stuff around
do
the
the
house.
Well,
staycation.
that's reasonable.
All right, so let's coach Vadi on his next staycation. All right.
Okay.
What do you think about that? All right, so you got to plan your budget. Do you
Yeah.
want to spend anything on your staycation or just?
What do you mean?
Well, because
I'm
there's different ways.
staying at home?
No,
Tank
it's a
of
good
gas?
point because you could do different things. You could stay at home but still do the touristy thing.
Yeah, you could drive down to Foxwoods for the day, and if
Yeah.
you're going to Foxwoods
Yeah.
on your staycation,
Well,
you're not
yeah,
going to
I'll-
stay
If he
there.
drives this Foxwoods, he's staying.
I know.
Yeah.
That's-
And I'll lose like $8.
All right, it's not worth the gas.
So I'll budget in that $8 for that day. So we'll skip lunch and have like a complimentary muffin
Right,
at
right.
Foxwoods because they hook you up.
at,
Right.
at Tony's B&B.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'll just show up every morning in an apron,
If you had a budget,
like a French maid's outfit. Hey, how you doing? You enjoying your stay? Pull my finger. we don't want to stay here anymore.
You know what? You
That
get
man's
rated.
frightening.
Tony,
He's
then you get
scaring
rated. You're going to get zero
Show up,
rating.
show up in
Right,
the middle
Zero
of the night.
stars.
Show up in the middle of the night with clown makeup on. Hey, how you doing? It's me, Fuzzy.
Pull my finger. 0 stars for you.
Well, like the Uber drivers,
Yeah.
that you,
Right.
they rate you.
Yeah.
They rate you.
Yeah. They
So
do?
Tony V orders an Uber.
Yeah.
And they rate you. So all his other Uber friends.
Yeah. Go, don't pick
Don't
this
pick.
guy up.
Yeah. He's a
Imagine Tony
creep.
getting reviewed on his Airbnb.
Yeah, and I think they do the same thing with Airbnb.
I'll bet.
He was fine until he came out in the clown outfit.
at 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Hey, don't most clown outfits have pants?
That clothes. All right, so your budget. So this is for you, Artie. So
Me?
you got to decide.
We've decided Artie's just going to stay home and do his patio. Let's just pretend.
So
I'm
he's
just
not good.
Yeah, he's not.
He's
a
not
good
a good example.
You're not our perfect staycation
right.
The
type
more
of
I
person.
get done, though, the less I'll have to do. So eventually,
No,
I'll
I
have
actually
nothing to
understand
do
what
on
you
And
mean.
you have 4 weeks.
Right.
Okay, so after you get it all done, let's just pretend you have 4 weeks of staycation.
So now you got to decide what your theme of the staycation
Oh, now we're back to the maid outfit.
Now-
Here, honey, put this on and pretend we're in the hotel.
You do the maid work. I'm going to
Fox.
Foxwoods.
Right. And when I come back, I expect the room to be clean.
Right.
Oh, God. No, not role playing.
Oh,
We're not talking
that's
about
different.
role
Oh,
playing. We're
okay.
talking about your theme. Are you going to do outdoor living? You seem like an outdoor living
I like
type of
outdoor
guy.
living.
You do.
Well, he has a new patio, so he
Yeah.
is going to outdoor live on his
I
patio.
am going to get a hammock for my
No, that's on
backyard.
our
Oh,
list.
nice.
That's
Is it
awesome.
really?
Yeah.
I'm going to
outdoor
add a
living.
hammock.
Add a hammock, porch swing.
I have a porch
patio
with
furniture.
the rocking chairs already. I'm all ready to retire.
Oh, okay.
You know? I have
Just
the-
that- it's just that
I have
financial
4
thing.
rocking chairs on my front porch.
he is
Five
ready.
rocking chairs on the front porch.
So you can have company
Yeah.
on your staycation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good idea.
And the hammock
You know
in
what
the
we
back.
need is those virtual goggles.
Right, so we can come
You-
over.
Right.
You can travel places.
Honey, quiet, I'm in the Bahamas. And you ain't here.
Yeah, you'd be getting a staycation.
Yeah.
All right, so hammock, patio furniture, fire pit, camping gear,
Oh, fire
fireside
pit, I like
chats, s'mores.
S'mores.
Who wrote this outline?
Just shut up. You've been
He was
cranky
thinking
all
of what
day.
He does when he hangs around the house.
I know. Who
This
did
seems
Well, I like
this?
some
This-
s'mores.
This seems like it was written by somebody who really wanted to write a book.
Or somebody that really needs a vacation.
Vacation, right.
Or you could do your meditation area.
Oh, my God.
I have those.
You do have those.
We just
my
You
yard,
are. I know you're a
in my
staycation
yard,
type of
and
guy.
the toilet is my meditation area.
You have one out in the
Usually.
backyard?
we
Depends
just
how constipated I am.
we just
How
was
long
talking
that's
about
gonna
how
go.
we can't even live in 2,900 square feet. We don't. I don't have a meditation
You
room.
don't?
Do you?
No.
Actually, it can
Other
be
than that-
anywhere, as long as you're
What's that?
comfortable.
Yeah.
And around not too much noise.
Peaceful.
Birds and
Yeah,
like
and-
regular
Kathy,
noise.
would you have the patience to meditate? I can't see you
Charles,
sitting
I
there.
would
could
be
if I
hard
had
to
And
meditate.
doing your
time
chant.
or the meditation area in my house to meditate.
Did we overwork you too much this week? Is it? Do you sense anything from her? This one down
She
beside me?
seems very testy.
Who said that?
I don't know.
She's going to come right over the top. All right.
Who is that? Ed
know,
Sullivan?
My meditation room is just a inverted metal bucket that I put over my head.
I'm going to try that.
Yeah, and when you chant, it reverberates, and it's very soothing.
And then someone's going to take a spoon and smash it on my
Sure,
head.
that's what
Would you be good in one of those water tanks? You know how they submerge
No,
you? I think I'd have problems with
we
that.
did that to my daughter one time because she was had anxiety, and
So you put
we
her in
thought,
the-
We thought that would one of the
Yep.
professionals say try a deprivation tank or whatever they call them now,
Yep.
and she goes, "Don't ever do that to me again."
What do they do? I've never
Well, you
heard
get
of
you
this.
get in a
Submerge
thing,
you underwater.
and you're in salt water, which is exactly at body temperature, so there's no distinction
So
between
she's not
you.
cold or...
No, and then you're supposed to just meditate in there, and you float. You can't sink, and it's supposed to be calming, and it's like
Is
being
her-
buried alive. It's foolish.
Can she
You can breathe. Oh yeah.
Okay.
And then you play whatever music you want.
And how long did she stay in it?
I don't know. I didn't go in with her. She could have told me anything, But I waited for an hour, and she goes, "Don't ever do that again."
I couldn't.
That was
meditate.
terrifying.
I
No.
would think about not drowning.
Sure, of course. Go, this is like a coffin. Get me
They're
out
trying to
of here.
get rid of anxiety. They probably
Yeah, I
cause
know.
way more.
Right.
Yeah. I find smoking cigars and gambling seem to do it for
Very,
me.
yeah. That's
Right.
very relaxing.
Very relaxing.
Right.
Is that on our list at all? On our
Well, I
staycation?
see Michelob Ultras. That's
good,
Yeah,
that's-
Yeah.
Yep,
yeah.
that works
Yeah.
for me.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
What
So
is that? I don't
Shots
see
of
the
tequila.
all right.
You
So
have a different
meditation.
list than
What's
we
that?
have. She has a booze list.
Today, we are in Mexico. Drink up.
Put a lime in it.
Why is that different than the other countries? Is that what you're
Oh,
saying?
yeah, you'd have to, if you go to... You'd have
Each
to
country.
Go, sure, you go to Greece, you get some ouzo,
Yeah.
right?
The
You go to
Epcot
Italy,
Center
some
of
grappa.
booze.
What's that?
The Epcot Center.
Of
Oh,
booze,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Visit
Yep.
all the different places.
Japan. What is the Japan? that-
Sake.
Sake.
Sure.
All right.
What
How,
do the Chinese drink? What do those people drink?
Mai Tais.
Mud. Scorpion bowls.
Scorpion bowl.
Oh, there you go.
For two.
you've been there.
I have.
That'd be great. I just had this idea, right, where you get you get a tortoise like a turtle,
Yeah.
and you mount a scorpion bowl on it, and then get a long straw
And follow it
and
around.
just follow it around, sipping out of your.
Hit it with a whip and say,
Oh
take
no,
off.
we're not cruel to animals.
I am.
No.
Well, the slower they are, the,
Well, the
better
off,
for you.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Kathy, how's your drinking coming along?
It's coming along great, except I haven't had one today. So
She's shaking a little, I can see. Her hands are shaking.
She said to me last week, I did not drink on Monday.
Wow.
no, that wasn't last
That's
week. That was
progress.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
progress.
All right.
Last
past
week,
Monday.
no,
She's
last
very-
week I did really
No,
good.
We're very proud of you. Your mother still watches this podcast, so
She
we won't get
doesn't
into a lot
care.
of details.
Was she happy when we gave her the shout-outs a couple weeks
I
ago?
think so.
She
I
couldn't
think
find
so.
us in the beginning.
Poor Sylvia. No, I usually am drinking with my mother, so it,
Oh, all right.
Kathy's doing a lot of rolling in the eyes. We'll find out at the end what seems to be a problem.
yeah.
All right, so meditation. I don't know if that's where. Are you going to be a tourist? We talked about that. Is there a lot of tourist traps in Billerica?
No.
No.
Do you
Okay.
have anything touristy in Billerica?
No.
No?
Just my backyard.
That's
All
it.
right.
People.
People come
Is that why
walking
people
through.
are peeking over the
There
fence?
was a bus pulling up when
Right.
I left today.
But if you're in Billerica, you can go to Boston,
Oh, sure.
Yep.
and
Sure
you
you
can
can.
go on a
Burlington.
duck boat tour, or you could do the Freedom
Walden
Trail.
Pond. No, when the kids were little, we used to go fish at the Shawshene River. We would go to Walden Pond. We would go. There's National Park in Billerica, actually. Up
Oh,
in
there
North
is?
Billerica, sure.
But you
can
could also
walk
hop
around
on
there
the
with walking trails.
Commuter rail.
on the highway and go to any beach.
Oh, yeah.
So
You're a half
does
hour
it
away from anywhere. Really.
right?
Now we've made a distinct. How is this a staycation than just, hey, want to go to the beach?
Yeah.
I don't. You know what I mean? It's
All right, so
why
we'll-
do we have to call it something? You
All
go,
right,
hey,
we'll
what
bring
are you
it
guys
back
doing?
home.
You
Let's
wanna
bring
go to
it
the
back
beach?
home. All right.
Hey, I live 100 feet from like one of the most famous monuments
And you never
on the
visited,
planet.
probably.
I never go.
Yeah. Did you ever do the Paul Revere trail?
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
The
Yeah,
Freedom
the
Trail.
Freedom Trail.
I live on the
The
Freedom
little
Trail.
red
Yeah.
line
Yeah,
that
yeah,
falls?
yeah, it goes right by my house.
I skipped school in high school
And did it.
went there
Yeah.
with a friend of mine.
Oh,
yeah.
is it?
You know, people
Yeah.
don't know this. That's the only place you're free.
Yeah.
On the line.
Just on the red
On
bricks,
the line.
the little
yeah,
red
yeah.
bricks.
You step off, someone punch you right in the face.
Right. You're not free anymore.
Not anymore.
Have you ever
Get on the
taken
line.
the-
Get on the line.
Did you get the tutorial? Have you ever done the actual like tour, like paid the money and gone on the tour and listened to all the?
No. As a
I
matter of
never
fact, I disseminate the bad information to tourists. You know what I mean? They go, what happened here? I go, there was a great naval battle right on this hill. They go, on the hill? I go, yeah, it was underwater. Back then, it was way underwater. This was all marshland.
And do they-
They don't know. They're from Missouri.
You're not going to get a
and
lot
Kansas.
of stars
Yeah,
as in that realm either. All right, so we're back.
No, but it's the don't fire till you see the whites of their eye and all that. That's all happened right there.
Yeah, I know. And you
If
don't
they're
go
all
out and look
drunk
at
and
it.
they're bloodshot. What are they going to do?
Right.
You don't have
We're
any
going to
light.
run by.
Thank
They all
God,
had allergies.
Thank God sunglasses hadn't been invented.
We're going to run by your house coming up on the Charlestown Run.
On the that's the 12th,
Are you
right?
going to be out there with the flag?
On the
and-
12th. I do the breakfast, and if I get home in time,
Right, you're going to have to
I
get
will.
home. They'll
Can we
open
come
up the
by and have
streets.
breakfast with you?
Sure, come on
All right,
by.
All right.
No
All right.
pants. He doesn't wear pants.
No pants?
Not on that day.
What do you wear?
What?
I'm sorry.
I have a
Was
sarong.
that a personal?
No. I have a sarong.
Sounds like he's been asked that question before.
I have a nice Marlon Brando muumuu I like to enjoy.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
very freeing.
Yes.
Well, that's how we'll
You're
find
very good
you.
at deflecting questions,
Yeah.
you know. What?
Yeah.
What?
What?
I wear what I wear all the time. Whatever.
You're not even wearing
whatever
pants now.
doesn't smell.
All right, so we're planning ahead. We know that because we're not doing these tourist trips. Don't roll your eyes.
I
What
did
about-
not
You're
roll my
rolling
eyes.
your eyes.
I think
Miss-
you're just thinking.
Miss
You got
Ranthauser.
bubble bath at
All right,
home.
here's one
Bubble
that
bath at
At
home.
home.
I
That's what
did
it
not.
says.
I did not write this one, but put something fresh and pretty in the bedroom.
Oh, that would be somebody other than my wife.
Thank you.
I don't know.
Thank you for doing that one. Thank you.
See, I throw the softballs up.
I just don't know who wrote this list.
I'm fresh and pretty. Don't I count?
Tell me this wasn't you, Rick. Tell me this
Do you
wasn't
think I did
you.
that? Put something fresh and pretty in the bedroom.
So what did you do on your staycation?
I put something fresh and pretty.
and her name being.
Some psilocybin mushrooms.
I think you know Elsa.
Did you really think that this was going to be a show, Rick?
And the other one, I didn't write this. Don't forget to trick out your bedroom.
Yeah,
Yes,
boy.
yes.
Yeah, Headers, Hemi. Yeah, start her up.
Don't
Rumble.
you look? I know you're wiping your brow now. Don't
It's go time.
I do tricks in my bedroom. I do. It's like Cirque
Well,
du
with
Soleil.
someone fresh and pretty?
I flip around.
Oh, my
I do
God. I'm
all
turning the
kinds of
page.
Tricks, card tricks. Hey, honey, wake up. Look at this. Pick a card, any card. There's a lot of
Okay,
tricks
so
going
number
on.
6 on Ricotta's list, if you are having a staycation with a partner or a roommate, swap
Tell me
days.
you guys don't do this.
Swap days when you can serve each other in bed. You know what? I
Are
gotta
you-
go. Ed Sullivan, cut.
I can picture you and Stu Holtshouser.
Right.
All right, whose day is it to be fed in bed?
Right.
Okay. I can
You
see that
got
one.
gravy on the sheets again.
Listen, if Stu Holtshauser came up with
You
a
giant mess.
staycation for me, he'd be wearing the something pretty in the vase.
Honey, I got a great idea for vacation. We're not going anywhere.
Yeah. We're going to do some tricks in the bedroom.
With something fresh and pretty.
I've got some hurdles, a hoop, and some
number s-
flour.
And number 7, oh my. And number 7, buy a new coffee mug or another souvenir
Finish it.
of your staycation. So, do you,
I love that one.
I've seen enough.
No, we're not done. We're not
I
done.
have seen enough. Oh, go wild on your meals. Go wild at the grocery store in preparation of these meals. Rick,
Oh, these poor people.
I love that. Buy a souvenir
Buy a mug.
number
of your
9.
staycation.
Number 9.
I got a coffee mug from the 7-Eleven.
Where did you go?
Hey, look, honey, we've been to the living room.
I have seen it all. So the next one is learn a new drink. Learn
a new drink.
Learn a new drink. Are you following along?
Yes.
Yeah, to have out of your
Cocktails
mug.
or
A
coffee?
commemorative mug from the hallway.
And then it says take
2018.
Take a lot of photos.
And then it says take a
Here's
lot
me
of
walking
photos.
up the stairs.
Did you hear that one?
Take photos. Take photos.
Going into my meditation room with my pretty thing.
Whose turn is it today to get served in bed?
There's a photo of me doing a new
Oh,
trick.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Help us all.
Oh,
This is where we are now. This is where we've become as a
crying.
society. We're tricking ourselves. We're fooling ourselves.
We're having a good
right,
time.
Right. What's next? I'm going to hide around the corner and scare me?
I do that all the
Do you
time to
like-
my wife. It
Yeah,
drives me crazy.
Oh, it's me.
all right. We have to end
Oh
this
my
conversation
God.
with number 13.
Oh, that one's just too much.
Oh, my God. Buy a new mug.
You got to call your travel insurance company and let them know that you're having a staycation.
So if you cancel, you can get reimbursed.
Oh my God!
Oh, God.
Did someone just snort?
This one says, don't tell anyone you're doing a staycation. Yeah, because it's so embarrassing. Hey, by the way, we're broke. What'd you do on your vacation? Just make up a lie. We went to Tibet. It was great. Look at these photos. That's me going
Oh,
up
and
the
we got
stairs.
And I got a mug to show for
I
it.
got a coffee mug from Bill Ricca.
All the photos look like they're taken at your house.
Hey, listen, can you lend me a couple of bucks so I don't have to go anywhere?
No, the
God.
rule number one.
Oh, we're back to one now.
No,
yes.
those are just
Those
ideas.
ideas.
God.
Now,
Nice.
rule
They're
one.
all great
I think
ideas,
we've
too,
learned a
though.
lot today. I appreciate it.
No,
everyone.
no.
What's rule one? Go ahead.
Number one of the best week off at home
Yeah.
is to plan ahead.
Plan
yeah.
ahead.
We got to do that.
Or a murder.
Tackle your chores.
Plan ahead to go nowhere.
Oh my God. And then it goes on.
What are you gonna
Maximize
do
your
planned?
comfort.
Oh, yeah, I got lots planned. What are you going
Create-
to do? I'm not sure.
Create designated spaces.
All I can
Honey,
say.
the cruise director called. We have a excursion to the back porch. Are you up for that?
Bring your mug.
Are you fresh and pretty?
Do you have your bubble bath ready?
Oh, sweet Lord.
Oh, God.
Don't do any of this.
I'm not sure how much information we got out today.
Hey, but hold on,
but this
there's
is
just
definitely
one more.
the most snorts I've ever heard. Go ahead.
From Tony,
my
from a
God.
comedian. That's pretty
Oh, my
good.
God, that's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life.
And the last thing is, don't forget the kiddos.
Oh,
Oh my!
like Home
God.
Alone.
It's like summer camp at home.
At home,
right,
right.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Activities.
Yeah.
All right, I always ask this question.
Maybe you could rent somebody else's kids.
do we
I'm gonna go to the grocery store and go wild, guys. I gotta
Go
go.
wild on your dinner. I'm having 2 mushrooms.
do we gain
Invent a new
clients or
drink.
lose clients?
We've
after
lost
sh-
clients.
We've lost.
Unless they want to see the next list of things we get for next week.
the
you-
souvenir coffee
oh,
cup
the mug
that you
got
win.
me, man.
I think Tony and I should prepare the next show.
I think you should too.
Oh, okay. All right, that should stay on course.
Well, it can't be any worse than this.
Does Bill Ricca have magnets, refrigerator magnets?
Oh, sure.
Oh, good, because that's
have
what I would want to
magnets.
get. Or that's what you should get for your staycation.
I went to the cupboard and all I got was this stupid mug.
Boy.
You could have T-shirts made.
Hey, sure.
I stayed home.
Yep.
I stayed home and bought myself this T-shirt.
I'm with stupid. 'cause
I am
Jim's food.
I am stupid.
Who can't afford a real vacation? So I'm here with mugs and photos of my house.
Who farted? There was only 2 of us.
All right, and with that, we'll have to bid adieu to our.
Thanks for joining us
Save
here
us.
on
Save us all.
the former show called Real Estate House Party. We're going to have to come up with a name. There's attorney Rick Carter, former attorney. Tony V, paralegal Kathy Holtshouser, and Artie Januario.
Former.
My eyeglasses steamed up.
Thank you for joining us. And see you next week.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Café, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.